The Landing of Columbus by Albert Bierstadt. In his works, Romanticist artist Albert Bierstadt expresses romantic ideas that specifically degrade the philosophies from the Age of Reason. Although his painting, The Landing of Columbus, appears to be drastically different from his other works, the Romanticist ideas are still clearly shown. Through Bierstadt's painting, The Landing of Columbus, Bierstadt mocks the Age of Reason belief that man controls nature, describes man as a part of nature, and depicts man as relying on nature. In The Landing of Columbus, Bierstadt ridicules the Age of Reason belief of man controlling nature, showing that nature takes its time in order to destroy man. Viewing the painting, one might conclude that Bierstadt is showing the glory of man, and how man has defeated nature since the crew is reaching up, cheering, and the natives are bowing down to the landed Europeans, glorifying the human race. In showing the scene, Bierstadt is actually mocking the human race and the notions of the Age of Reason. The image of the crew appears to show that the Europeans are victorious and believe they defeated nature. However, in reality, their battle with nature has just begun. This depiction is shown with the trees and landscape extending far beyond the location where they have landed. In addition, Bierstadt shows that nature is slowly creeping up on man, and nature takes its time in order to destroy man. Bierstadt shows this through the turtle, a creature that is out of place in the painting and represents that nature is slowly creeping up on man and takes its time in the battle with man. Through his painting, Bierstadt explains the idea that man is a part of nature. At the center of the painting, a circle is formed with the shadow on the ground and the trees closing in both directions. Together they make a circle representing Earth that is formed by nature. Within this circle is Columbus and his crew, however, most of the circle is open space. This scene represents not only that nature controls man, but man is a small part of nature within the scheme of the Earth. Additionally, the Europeans who represent man in the painting are on a beach surrounded by trees and thousands of miles of ocean away from any kind of civilization. Nature is the entire picture and man is just a part of this picture. Furthermore, through its depiction of the native people, Bierstadt expresses the notion that man relies on nature. Most of the natives are under the trees, using nature as a shield from extreme heat, which is a necessity for humans to survive. Also in the painting, the Native Americans have assorted fruits and a creature they have hunted cooking on a fire. As shown from the tallest native in the painting, their people rely on the plants and animals around them to make their weapons, clothes, and decorations. The Native Americans show the perfect example of man relying on nature. Every aspect of their culture depends on nature. Man relies on nature, but nature does not rely on man. In conclusion, Bierstadt negates the Age of Reason idea that man controls nature. He describes nature as the entirety, and man as a part within nature. Even though it appears as if man won, Bierstadt is mocking man, showing the arrogance of humans. He shows that the battle between nature and the Europeans has newly begun. Nature takes its time in destroying man. In addition, Bierstadt illustrates man relying on nature but shows no sign of nature relying on man. In summary, the painting reveals the Romanticism theme of demeaning the Age of Reason thought that nature controls man.